All right. Thank you guys for coming. We'll go ahead and get started. Monroe County joining us here in our baseball media day. Coach, go ahead and introduce yourself and the players that you brought with you.
Coach Gerals, got Wade Carnahan, senior, and Travis Wood, senior.
Go ahead and just talk about how the off-season's gone for you guys, what your squad's looking like, and what you're liking about your team.
Yeah, we've had a good preseason. Been real satisfied with how the guys have approached this early spring. We had a lot of players. We didn't have a lot of basketball players, so we've had a lot of guys in early, just doing voluntary workouts and things up to this point. But just like I'm sure everybody's already mentioned, the weather's been very cooperative, so it's really given us a lot of good opportunities to get on the field and and get to work early. But just overall, I've been very pleased with the work ethic and the time that everyone's put in thus far.
For the players, just talk a little bit about where you're seeing growth on this team from last year coming into this year. What do you think some of the strengths of your squad is going to be this year?
Yeah, we didn't lose a whole lot last year. We lost a pitcher and a DH, so we feel like we're very strong defensively. And last year we hit the ball pretty well, but we're just looking to improve on hitting the ball.
I think we've also been doing well pitching. We're trying to improve that. Our ERA wasn't as great as we wanted last year, but we're going to improve it. We've been getting ahead of schedule and got a lot more pitchers and a lot more arms this year as well, so look forward to that.
So players, just kind of talk a little bit about off-season. Are you guys multi-sport athletes? If you are, what sports do you play? If you're not, do you work out all season long for baseball?
Yeah, I play football, basketball, and baseball. So as soon as basketball was over, we was on the field, in the facility, hitting balls, throwing, trying to get the arm right. Baseball, you just got to take care of your arm.
Yes, I play football and baseball, so as soon as football's over, I'm in the facility hitting and just full force baseball 5 days a week. So.
Thank you. Coach, talk a little bit about where you think the largest opportunities are for your squad this year compared to last year. Where do you see some of the things that I notice you've got upperclassmen, but you also have a fair amount of younger guys on the team as well?
Yeah, I mean, like Wade said, we're fortunate we've got 8 of our 9 starters coming back. So, that's always a good thing. And then I've told our guys all year long, we got a lot of quality guys that's just waiting their opportunity. And, that's the thing that I've been probably most pleased with is just our younger guys who've stepped up. Especially, we got a huge sophomore class. We got 13 sophomores. So, and a lot of those guys got a lot of playing time last year as freshmen. So, that's a big class. But our senior class, especially these 2 guys right here, are definitely our leaders, and not just and they lead by just showing everybody else how things are supposed to be done. Travis has played a ton of baseball. Started when he started playing when he was in 8th grade. Wade's right there since he's a freshman, been playing lots of baseball also. So I got a pitcher and a catcher. So the 2 leaders definitely as far as that goes. But just our team in general, just the way that another year older, you can see those younger guys. Of course, when you got I think last year we started maybe 5 or 6 freshmen and sophomores. So just to see those guys grow, get stronger, and you can already see just by the way they throw it, by the way they're hitting it, how all of that is coming along. And, plus when you got these older guys who've been in the weight room, both of these are football players, and, gotten stronger from last year also. But, I think that's the biggest key that I've seen is just our overall, just the strength of our entire team. And you can just see, you can hear the ball coming off the bat different this year than what we did last year. So that's definitely one thing that I've been proud of, their off-season workouts and things that they've done.
We talk about being a catcher and kind of the mechanics that go into catching for Travis versus catching for maybe some of your other pitchers. Do you make the calls yourself? Do you get the calls from the coaches dugout? How does it work?
Yeah, I get the call from the dugout, and then I relay it to, say, Travis or somebody. But Travis is a little different because he's left-handed, so he kind of messes with you a little bit. But no, first you just got to make sure your pitcher's right. If your pitcher's right, everybody's behind him. Everybody's good to go.
I know last season you guys were able to make it to the fourth region tournament, ultimately falling to Warren East. So how important is it for you guys, to make it your goal, like to get back to Nick Dennis Field and try to, get even farther than last year?
Yeah, I mean that was obviously it's a goal of every year for everybody, and it was real special for our team. It'd been several years since we'd had opportunity to make the regional tournament, so we was very pleased with that, and definitely going to be it's going to be a tall task again. This our district, kind of like in basketball, I mean it's a really good district all the way across the board. Every team's got strengths. You got Russell County, obviously, Cumberland County, Clinton County. I mean, those guys got pitchers. Metcalf. I mean, it's just so evenly matched that I mean, you got to be ready to go each and every district game.
Go ahead.
All right, Travis, you had a 6.53 ERA last year with 30 Ks. How do you feel like this offseason's been trying to improve this?
More just pitching, locating better, just finding the strike zone more often, more pitches in the strike zone, of course, and then hopefully just be more consistent throughout day to day when my name's called upon.
Coach, how does your pitching rotation look this year? I mean, you said you have 8 out of 9 guys coming back this year. Pitching. All of it's important, but pitching. Tell us a little bit about your rotation.
Yeah, our two top pitchers are back this year. Travis and Caden Jurels both kind of ended up fulfilling that role throughout the year. But we had a lot of guys that really that have depended on last year. It kind of didn't seem like early on we were pretty good, but then as it went on, we kind of lost it a little bit, and then it kind of like our rotation kind of ended up we were kind of rotating around Travis and Caden just about every game. But those guys have worked really hard, and we've really put, of course, like I'm sure everyone does, we put a lot of emphasis on that, just trying to work every day. And my thing is, just don't walk them. I mean, and I know that sounds silly, but I mean, we really feel that good about our defense that, hey, if they just let them put it in play, we're going to make plays. And we're not, that's the thing, we're not hiding anybody. I mean, we've got that many quality players that, we don't have somebody hid somewhere on defense that we're just hoping it's not going to be hit to. So that's definitely a plus for us, and that's why we really hark on our pitchers. Just, hey, over the plate, in the zone. If it's their day and they're just hitting it everywhere, we'll go to someone else, or we'll just, as I use a lot of time, we'll just tip our hat to them. Yeah. So, but that's we really we feel good about our pitching staff, and hopefully we can stay healthy.